Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about some more transfer news, but specifically in regards to Ronald Araujo, and we're going to continue to talk about Nico Williams, and then I will be talking about MarcAndre Ter Stegen as he reiterates his desire to succeed and stay at Barcelona. We're going to be talking about all that on today's video. But before I do, guys, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything's posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you guys stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. And as well, the link to become a member is also posted down below. But guys, let's get started with the video. All right, guys, let's get started with the video and let's talk about MarcAndre Ter Stegen, because as you guys do know, MarcAndre Ter Stegen, he is seemingly, heading towards the exit door with Barcelona, basically announcing and closing that Joan García deal. Barcelona, according to reports, they have paid his release clause and they're set to officially announce the signing tomorrow. Let's see if it actually happens, tomorrow. But, things are going well on track in regards to that signing. Joan García is going to be coming to Barcelona. And in regards to what's going to happen with MarcAndre Ter Stegen, reports are now saying that Ter Stegen, he maintains the fact that he wants to stay and fulfill the remainder of his contract. He wants to stay at Barcelona and he wants to succeed here. He is expected to return from his vacation and speak with Hansi Flick and gain clarification on, hey, what are we going to do in regards to this? And Joan García, as I said, he will be expected to be announced and expected to be the number one choice for Hansi Flick. And so it's going to be very, very difficult for Ter Stegen to get minutes with this situation. Joan García number one, Chesney number two. What's going to happen? And you guys know my opinion on Ter Stegen. I've talked about it so many times on the channel. But Hansi Flick and Barca, they've made it clear you are not in the plans. As much as you want to stay here and fight for your spot, it's just not going to happen. And it's not a viable option for you to stay on the bench because your wages are high. We wouldn't want a goalkeeper on high wages to be on the bench. We want a keeper who can offer a decent level, who isn't going to be causing fuss and is on manageable wages if he's going to be the backup keeper. And Ter Stegen just doesn't fill those requirements, and thus it's more optimal for Barcelona to let him go. Galatasaray, they are a team that is interested in him, as well as AC Milan, with that discussion of Magnon leaving to Chelsea on the cards. The door is open for Ter Stegen departure. I will be making sure to keep you guys updated and let you know what is the latest news. And when we talk about potential departures, we have to talk about Ronald Araujo, because this report recently came out, which I don't know if it's absolutely true. Take it with a grain of salt, guys. But according to Mundo Deportivo, they are reporting that AC Milan is willing to offer Rafael Leão to Barcelona in exchange for Ronald Araujo in a swap deal. Now, I think this is absolutely crazy. I think this is absurd. I saw that report and I'm thinking, is AC Milan okay? I would absolutely take this offer in a heartbeat. We know what Ronald Araujo he can offer to Barcelona, and we know what Rafael Leão can offer to Barcelona. I think Rafael Leão can offer a lot more things than what Ronald Araujo is currently offering. He's going through a very tough period, in his Barcelona career. He isn't, having the most protagonism in the team, and when he is involved, he is not the best in terms of confidence, and you're seeing that reflected in his performances. And I ask you guys specifically because I can understand some Barcelona fans, their viewpoint, saying, hey, Barcelona, if we do let Ronald Araujo go, we could be a little bit light in the center back department, with Inigo Martinez being 34 years of age, with Cubarsí being 18, with Andre Christensen being injury liability, and with Eric Garcia seemingly going to be the backup right back. It could be a bad move for Barcelona, letting a center back go and being a little bit light in that area. But in exchange for Rafael Leão, a player who can offer so much on that left wing position, and I understand, his weaknesses, his limitations, a player who at times can be inconsistent. I ask you guys, would you guys accept this deal? But at the end of the day, swap deals are very difficult. You have to have all parties in agreement: Barcelona, AC Milan, Ronald Araujo, and Rafael Leão, in order for the deal to actually happen. And so I view this report with doubt. Take it with a grain of salt, and let's see what the next upcoming weeks what they basically report. And in regards to another winger, guys, we have to talk about Nico Williams, because the Nico Williams saga continues. And as I've talked about it on the channel, Nico Williams, he has gone to Barcelona. He has shown his willingness. He has made the first move and said, hey, Barcelona, I'm open here. Try to come and sign me. That is what his agent, that was the purpose of his meeting with Deco. And Barcelona, right now, reports are saying that they will try to sign Nico Williams. They are exploring the financial considerations on whether this deal is feasible or not. Because as much as Barcelona and the Barcelona fans could want to make this deal happen, Barcelona, they're going to need the liquidity to actually pay that release clause. With Barcelona not paying installments, not paying, 5 million euros here, 10 million euros there, 20 million euros over there, Barcelona, they're going to need to have all the financial resources in order to pay Nico's release clause up front in one single payment. That's going to be very difficult. And so Barcelona, they're right now exploring options on how to make that deal happen. And as long as Barcelona, they are considering to sign Nico Williams, Nico has said to all the clubs interested in his services that he is prioritizing Barcelona and he is waiting for them. He is waiting for Barcelona. Hansi Flick, he has spoken to Nico Williams. He is open to bringing him to Barcelona. And now Barcelona, all that is left to do is, see if the deal can actually happen. Do Barcelona actually have the finances to finance the operation and make this deal happen? That is the step. It's not very easy. Barcelona, they do believe that they have the funds and the capacity to pay that release clause, but we are going to have to see. And I've also been seeing some reports saying that Barcelona, they're a little bit skeptical about bringing Nico Williams because a repeat of the Club de Amigos 2.0. Now, if you guys don't know, under, I would say Lionel Messi's latter years at Barcelona, especially under Ernesto Valverde, there was a group of friends that was referred to the Club de Amigos, and that included Jordi Alba, Busquets, Luis Suarez, and Lionel Messi and co. And Barcelona, they do not want a repeat of that situation because at that time they held a lot of saying power in the squad, and some people view that as toxic, as necessarily just it wasn't a good environment for the players to work around. And I have two rebuttals in regards to that. First, before it became the Club de Amigos, Barcelona, they were winning trophies left, right, and center. Barcelona, they created a dynasty in La Liga. We won the treble. Ever since then, we didn't really achieve much European success, but we did win a lot of trophies. I will say that, number one. Second, we had weak managers, necessarily with weak personalities. If you have Ernesto Valverde, if you have Quique Setién, if you have, these managers necessarily that don't have big personalities, how are you going to say to, Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, hey guys, you guys are not part of my plans, off you go. It's going to be very, very hard for these managers to do that. On top of that, you have Bartomeu, a president with a weak personality and a weak mentality, and he not only signed, I would say, mediocre players, but he made it very difficult for players to break into the team and for necessarily underperforming players to leave. And so, I'm not necessarily worried about repeating the Club de Amigos. I do trust Hansi Flick and Joan García to make the tough decisions necessarily if certain players, they aren't pulling their weight, for them to just, be gone. And so I don't think that's necessarily a real, I would say, threat to this deal happening. I don't think that's something that we should be concerned about. I think we should be more concerned about Barcelona's financial capability in order to make this deal happen. If we're thinking about how Barcelona can actually make that happen, potentially a big sale is going to be needed, and that's where Ronald Araujo comes in. Maybe instead of a swap deal, we're looking at another team to pay his release clause. We're going to have to see. But guys, that was it for the Barcelona news of the day. Definitely let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. What do you guys make of everything that I discussed in today's video? What do you guys make of Ter Stegen making a stand and dictating to Barcelona and Hansi Flick that he wants to fight for that number one position? Ronald Araujo for Rafael Leão. Do you guys believe that report? Do you guys think it's credible? And would you guys accept it? Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. And the Nico Williams saga continues. And I'll see you guys all in the next video, guys. Peace out.
Va Barça.